Well, hello, Color Me Bad Nation. It is your girl, Color Me Bad Lynn, here to welcome you and wish you a happy new year. Welcome to 2023. I'm glad to meet your acquaintance if this is your very first time ever meeting me. Again, I go by Color Me Bad Lynn here on YouTube and also Instagram. Happy to meet your acquaintance. Just to give you a little bit of a brief scenario about what we do over here in Color Me Bad Nation, we talk about fragrances. The fragrances that are in my collection, those that are on my wish list. There's a lot of them. Those that may be in your collection and your wish list, if you care to share. All things beauty. We're going to talk about beauty from the inside out. So if you're interested in any of those topics, please continue to watch. Alright, so let's get into it again. Welcome to our channel. If you're just now clicking in, welcome. We are super glad to have you, and again, happy new year to all. We have entered into a new year. It is 2023. So I hope everything has been all well and fine for you all up until this point. Alright, so just so you know, I wanted to come on and share so many different ideas, so many different fragrances, and I just ran out of time at the end of the year. I'm even supposed to be uploading a Dear Color, the best of Dear Color Me questions from 2022, and I'm telling you right now, right at the very end of this year, I found myself dragging and trying to do this, that, and the other, and I was like, you know what, I just took a beat and said, you know what, let's save it for next year. And that's exactly what I've done. So welcome to 2023. Welcome to Color Me Bad Nation. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please be sure to do so. We would love to have you. Subscriptions are absolutely free on YouTube. And so we greatly appreciate it. Make sure you like and you share, you comment, share where you're from, what your favorite fragrances are, and your favorite beauty houses are. You can share whatever you want, what you do for a living, whatever the case may be. You may pose a few questions down below and I may not be able to answer them. Most of the answers that you will have for me, for the most part, will be answered during the video, like how long the fragrance lasts on me, because I can only tell you how long it lasts on me, what I think about the fragrance, how long I've had the fragrance. Sometimes I'll share where I found the fragrance from and the price point if I can remember. So a lot of those questions will be answered inside of the actual videos. And because I have such a hectic schedule, just like the rest of you guys, sometimes I just can't get to every single question. And I don't get asked a lot of questions actually here on the internet, but I get sent a lot of questions through email and also on Instagram. And sometimes I just can't get to them all. So just so you know, charge my head and not my heart if I don't get back to you and answer the question. But I promise you, 9 times out of 10, if you rewatch my recording, the answer will be inside of the video. Alright, yada. So I decided to make my very first upload for you guys for 2023 about a fragrance that I am currently obsessed with. I have several of them that I am currently obsessed with, but I wanted to come on and talk about this particular fragrance because I have heard so many people talking about this fragrance for years on top of years. And there are so many versions of this fragrance. And I am in love with the scent of this particular fragrance. And so I thought I would come on and share this with you guys. I am obsessed with this fragrance. This is from YSL or Yves Saint Laurent, or some people say Saint Laurent. It is one of their most popular fragrances to date. I love all of them. There's not that many Yves Saint Laurent fragrances that I don't absolutely love. If you're not familiar with me and my channel, one of my favorite YSL fragrances for women is the original Opium. And I couldn't wear that fragrance until I became an adult woman and out of my mama's house because she could not stand the smell of that perfume. But I absolutely adore it. I had a best friend a friend of mine. We were best friends back in high school and a little bit of college. Okay. And her mother used to wear that fragrance, and I used to just love the scent of it. But I couldn't wear it, like I said, until I got my own spot, got my own everything, and boom, I could have whatever I wanted. Love this fragrance. So anyway, this is from that particular design house. It took me a long time to really like this fragrance, and it's because I like beast mode mama girl fragrances. If you've watched any of my other recordings prior to this one, you'll know that I like fragrances that, work for me. I don't want to have to, spray half the bottle down. I don't want to have to get all up on you in order for you to say, "Oh, you smell good." I just want it to be what it's supposed to be for the money, right? But this fragrance right here is so gorgeous, you guys. It kind of puts you on a chase and a trail for it. It's such a beautiful fragrance. This one is, and I want to get this right because there's so many versions of this. This one is Mon Paris Eau de Parfum. Okay? And I'll bring it in. My little bow is kind of messed up. And I think it's because I keep her inside of the box. And I started playing around with this one. And so I'm going to take her out of the box. But normally if I don't wear a fragrance or it's not something that I really am in love with, I'll keep it in the box. And I won't leave it out for display. But she's been crunched up in a box for a very, very long time. And it's time to take her out. So I want to share what is inside of this offering and share with you what I really enjoy about this fragrance and why I'm so obsessed with this. It's almost like one of those fragrances where when you spray it out, you can't smell it anymore. And it's like, now I spent, and I can't even smell. But trust me, it's on you and it smells so beautiful. And if you have this fragrance, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So let's get into it. Okay, so let's get into it. Mon Paris, Yves Saint Laurent for women. Of course, anyone who wants to wear this fragrance absolutely can. I'm going to spray a little bit, just a little bit. I don't know what it is about this fragrance, but it's got me on one. I'm telling you right now. It's the weirdest thing ever. I'm telling you, but it's got me like I am totally obsessed with this fragrance right now. It is, the main accords of this fragrance is fruity. It's sweet. It's fresh. It's white floral. It has patchouli in it, which I love a fragrance with a beautiful, rich patchouli note in it. Citrus, woody, and it's floral. And good, you guys. It's so pretty. I don't know what it is, because as soon as I spray this, I promise you, I go totally nose blind to this fragrance. So to the point where, didn't I just spray you and I can't smell you? And then all of a sudden, like 20 minutes later, that is this beautiful, when I say absolutely gorgeous scent bubble that permeates for me. It is unbelievable. Magical. So Mon Paris by Yves Saint Laurent is a chef for fruity floral fragrance. It's a chef for fruity fragrance. I said floral because it's got so many florals in it. I can't get enough of it. I'm obsessed. I'm telling you right now. And I'm being honest with you guys. This is one of those ones that just make you want to chase it. The top notes of this fragrance is strawberry. You get raspberry, you get pear, you get orange, tangerine, Calabrian, you get bergamot, and cologne. Those are your top notes. And this is what's so cool about this. These are most notes, and this is the type of fragrance that you would normally think that most people will wear in the summertime and the springtime. But these are the types of fragrances that work best for me during this time of year. So I'm glad that I have an opportunity to play around with this fragrance in the cooler months to really see what it is going to do for me. And so far, so good. Your middle notes are peony. You've got jasmine sambac. You've got Chinese jasmine. So you got two different kinds of jasmine in there. You've got datura. You've got orange blossom. Your base notes is what you're going to get in your dry down. Your base notes. So your base notes are Indonesian patchouli leaf. You get regular patchouli. You get white musk, vanilla, ambroxan, moss, and cedar. And that is when this fragrance comes alive for me, is in the base notes. Because like I said, when I first sprayed this out, I really can't smell it. I mean, it's so light. It's so soft. It's so delicate that you can bear. Like, I cannot smell this fragrance at all. And some people may say, well, color me, you got sinus issues sometimes. So, this fragrance, you may not be able to smell it all that good. True statement. And that's the reason why I kept playing around with this fragrance, because there are some fragrances that are just too light for my scent palette. They do nothing for me at all. Trust me. 20 minutes, not even, maybe 15 minutes into wearing this fragrance, I got a really nice scent bubbles surrounding me out of nowhere. And I'm thinking, what did I, like, to the point where I forgot what I sprayed on. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance and offering from Yves Saint Laurent. Now, I would recommend, because I'm one of those types of people that I love the intense version of fragrances. So I always try to wait for those versions of fragrances to come out before I indulge. And so I do recommend that if you like a heavier, more full body fragrance, more intense, then you definitely want to go for the intensement version of Mon Petit, because it is going to give you that depth that you're looking for. If you're wanting this to have a little bit more of a power punch, then you're definitely going to want to layer up with this. And that's what I did with this fragrance. And I wore this with something else. I sprayed this on top of it. But I could still really, really smell this fragrance. But again, if you want something that's really, really, a really delicate fragrance, a light scent, something for up close and personal with you and your significant other. He's wearing a really good cologne and you don't want to upstage his cologne, or you prefer to smell him over yourself. This is a perfect fragrance for that. You know, there are occasions and times where that calls for that, where he's wearing something that's your favorite. Instead of you wearing something that's fighting with what he's wearing and you all competing and trying to overpower one another, this is a perfect fragrance to wear with your significant other, to allow his fragrance or cologne to kind of win over yours, and you still smell absolutely gorgeous. I highly recommend adding this fragrance to your collection. Like I said, I am obsessed with this fragrance. It is gorgeous. I would have never thought that I would enjoy this as much as I have been enjoying it. I guess sometimes when you have a little bit of time on your hands to kind of play around with your fragrances, tweak them, try different lotions and oils and creams with them, and really take the time to smell the roses, you gain an opportunity to find out what you really do and don't like. So with that being said, I highly again recommend that if you don't have Mon Petit Eau de Perfume in your collection by Yves Saint Laurent, get you some. I'm obsessed. All right, guys, I want to thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate all of your love and your support. As you can see, I love to mix and match my scents up. The lotions, the creams, the sprays, none of it has to match. As long as you can find similar notes and similar tones and fragrances, you can mix them up any kind of way you want and tailor make your fragrance for your particular taste buds. And nobody else is going to smell exactly like you. This is your girl, Color Me Best, Leah, saying thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye. Happy 2023, you guys.